Hello, hello. Welcome back to the bog. I'm Willow, and I'll be your guiding light. Today, we're going to be diving back into the blueprints. We are on day 3. We've had some interesting experiences thus far, and hopefully we can have even more today. I think I remember stuff. Step 1, I want to just make sure that nothing is weird. I still have that letter that I can't open. And I have 1 star. Those are the big things that I think carry over. I'm not sure if the security stuff carries over. Um, yeah, like all of these seem to be pretty consistent each day. Same with this room. The pictures in here haven't changed. Still Queen of Diamonds, Ace of Spades. But I now know the code for the orchard. So we're going to mosey on over to there. Believe it's 1128. Really hope it's 1128. That's what it had. There was a picture in the dark room that had the orchard in the background, and it showed a little heart that had, I believe, H and his wife's name, but I can never actually remember it because she's never referred to by name. She was referred to as the Missus. But it was carved into a tree. Was 1128. Hey, let's go. I want to see if it's actually still on a tree out here. No, it's on this tree that got cut down. Ooh, ooh. Oh, ooh. The apple orchard has been permanently unlocked and added to your campsite. Starting tomorrow, you will start each new day with an extra 20 steps. That's fucking huge. What? Permanent additions, the apple orchard. Yeah, that is a huge number of extra feet. Wow. Okay. Very worth it. So there is definitively some meaningful meta progression that's going on here. Oh! What did that do? Oh shit, I gotta light all the braziers. Okay. Yeah, pro tip for life, those are braziers, not braziers. Many a friend of mine has gotten that wrong once or twice. Okay, nice. So we can turn on the fire. This I can't do anything with. This will probably be relevant, but it has no notation on it, so I can't do anything with it right now. And then in here, Gardener's Logbook. We don't know when it ends. Okay. When I first came on the estate in the capacity of the new groundskeeper, I was a little dismayed to find that my predecessor had kept no notes, no logbook, and no record of any kind regarding the various gardens and green rooms of the house under his care. As a result of this improvidence, in the first few months of my post, I suffered a number of embarrassing professional blunders that I believe could have been avoided with even a few scraps of imparting wisdom from the previous groundsman. To that end, I will make an effort to make some record of my dealings on the estate, inasmuch as it pertains to horticulture and general tomfoolery. Robert Nagula, groundskeeper. Among my many commissioned duties, I have been tasked with the conservation and oversight of Mount Holly's alluring grounds. My domain stretches from gate to gate and encompasses the apple orchard, entrance drive, and east yard. Fortunately for my workload, the maintenance of the west grounds has not been a priority since Lady Epson's death and the ensuing closure of the west wing. Nevertheless, I take some pride in my work, so I still endeavor to brush the west path weekly, even if none but myself take notice. In addition to maintaining the grounds, there are 8 green rooms within the house that require some level of upkeep and light groundskeeping. The majority of these, I discovered, are only draftable on the perimeter of the house along the east and west wings. The terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, and secret garden all fall within this category. Oh, so 7 of the green rooms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, sorry, 6, terrace, patio, veranda, morning room, greenhouse, secret garden. 6 of them fall within that. Oh, here we go. The soil survey. One of the tasks I undertook as groundskeeper was to conduct a survey of various plots of soil underneath each slot on both the east and west wings of the house. And while I would have preferred a full survey of all 45 plots of the house, it was clear that the inconvenience such an undertaking would produce was in no way worth the extra data, especially considering the rooms that would benefit from the survey only ever appear in the wings. Okay. To quantify soil quality, I measured the soil's capacity to support crop growth and maximize the promise of high yields. The survey ended up taking 2 weeks due to some difficulty reaching the higher ranks, but the project was well worth the effort. As suspected, the room position has a direct relationship to the amount of fruit spread from gardens and the amount of flowers that can bloom in a greenhouse. Oh. So, the west wing is pretty shite for the first 5 floors except for the middle. The east wing is overall good, and you want 4 ranks up, and then near the end, the west wing becomes pretty good, and the top of the east wing is really good. Okay, so if we put gardens on these slots, we get a benefit. This is something I wish I could take a picture of. It's like the 3rd on the left, the 4th, the 7th, and the 9th are the places that really matter. And then front half on the right, back half on the left. Okay. Smudge pots. A few years ago, the Baron made the long overdue decision to switch from gas lighting to electrical power. We have seen this. The installation of the new system was a substantial undertaking, as almost every room in the house had to be equipped with new fixtures and wiring. Thankfully, these renovations did not extend beyond the mansion's interior, and all the lamps and equipment used outside of the house are still connected and powered by gas line, including but not limited to the orchard's smudge pots. Smudge pots found among the apple trees here in the orchard are a critical necessity, thanks to the cold temperatures and high altitude of the estate. These gas-burning stack heaters prevent frost and should be kept on during the winter months to ensure a daily yield of apples. When the smudge pots are not in use, the orchard's gas line should be turned off to conserve resources for the estate's other gas-powered machinery and appliances. After a few months of idleness, I finally have a new cause to champion, and I have submitted a request for a change of scenery. Specifically, I would like to replace the statue of Orinda currently in the cloister with the much more appropriate angel, Rinna. After all, as beautiful as the statue is, shouldn't the greenery of Mount Holly be governed by the paragon of gardening? Though amused, I did not think Anne took the request too seriously, though she did humor me and listen to me rave and pontificate on this subject for the better part of our lunch yesterday. And she wonders why I avoid tending the cloister. Truth be told, I've forgotten how to access the inner garth, and I'm too scared of chastisement to probe for the particulars for a 3rd time. My best rendition, pretty good considering I've only ever seen Rinna's depiction in the chapel. Yeah, so that's the state of gardening, okay. Okay, so we turn off the gas, we can get gas other places, we have our soil survey. West 3, East 4, East 7, East 9. Okay. And we know a bunch of them only appear on the wings. So if I go to my green rooms, courtyard and cloister are I think the only 2? Hold up. Yeah, courtyard and cloister are the only 2 not listed here. Everything else only appears on the outer wings, and we want them on the soil. Okay. West 3, East 4, East 7, East 9. Awesome! That gives us a lot of extra steps going forward, and also gives us some knowledge. Come on, that's gotta be a thing I can pick up, right? There's just a thing on the ground. Nab it? Let me grab it. Okay, so we did the gas line. Or pipe. 6, so now there's better gas sharing, I guess. I don't expect anything different at the campsite. Yeah, this is just where I sleep. And this isn't gonna, like, yeah, open this door miraculously. And then some of the other doors around here, I think, required more vehement methods of opening. But we've got one of the flames on, and I assume if we find, ways to open those other doors, we'll be able to get even more stuff open. All right. I wanted to actually just, like, see if I can see the flame. Yeah, okay. Dick. I just gotta find more of it. This door, I assume, is going to be locked. It was locked last time, and I think I need, like, a key or something. Yeah, or I have to open it from the other side. Maybe one of the green rooms allows you on the west wing to exit. Nothing out here of interest. We're going to pop to the right. Storeroom Nook Corridor. I want the corridor so I can get towards the end. I want to actually make it all the way across. And this is the one that's always unlocked, so I don't have to worry about stuff. Maybe you want to save this for farther into the house. But who knows? The breaker box being here is wonderful. I want to see if it's retained the stuff from last time, or if I have to reset it each time. It has not retained the stuff from last time. I want that on, I want this off, and then I remember the vac indicators. Yeah, that was giving me all sorts of trouble, but I didn't actually see... yeah, like, none of it... I don't know what this does yet. I haven't seen any reason to it. But I want the keycard system off, so I don't have a keycard. Now I just gotta find security. Sick. Cost me a few steps, nothing too major. I will go left for the same reason as I went right. The den? Oh, that's beautiful, actually. Oh my god, what an excellent show up, den. Thank you. Gives me a gem. It is the perfect shape for what this is. Gives me another way to go north. You never want to have only one way to go up in rank, because that horribly limits what you're able to do. Can I steal the crowbar out of this picture? No. We're not in that type of game. Please draft me a dead end. Ooh. It's just a little guest bedroom. I want the room that gives you more steps whenever you draft a bedroom, though. So I could just take the nook here, and if I get a dead end, I get a dead end. But grabbing a key is nice, and I want to see if I can get the thing that likes having bedrooms drafted before I start drafting bedrooms. I did run into the feet problem last time. Yeah, and you've got the notes that I can't really read down here. Onwards. Hey, that's not the courtyard, but I am going to buy security, because I have to buy with a gem. I was like, why am I saying buy? This continues the good layout, and I've turned off keycard power, so having control over the keycard doors feels incredibly important. These are all the same. I'm gonna do a quick look at the cameras again, but I don't see anything that jumps out to me as a change. For you, view estate inventory, nothing. This we want. Keycard system. Card system settings, set security level. I want high. And then I want offline mode to be unlocked. Firm setting. Beautiful. So now all of those are open, and I no longer have to worry about that. Password is Swan Song, and I don't think there's anything in here that mattered last time. It does love that tone. Yeah, I didn't enter the 21st century to hear that tone. It was remote terminal access, office, laboratory, and shelter. Those were the ones that I didn't have last time. I still don't have. And we can leave. Beautiful, but that's going to make me not have to worry about finding a key card, getting through doors. You have the same things as last time. I don't trust the antechamber note. Beautiful. Okay, so from there, we just keep going north. This is I want a green room here, which means I should probably try and get some gems first, actually. So I go here because I want to see if I can get some gems. Furnace. You are more likely to draft red rooms while drafting. I don't love that. To connect the parlor. I just don't want the furnace. Like, that's just awful. I don't want red rooms. Maybe there's a way to, like, shoot the moon, so to speak, like in Hearts, where if you get all 8 red rooms, you get a bonus, but I want the puzzle because that puzzle often gives me gems. If it is, yeah, it is the box puzzle. There's normally 2 gems inside the box. One box has... I'll read this every time, make sure it's not different, at least for a while. One box is only true, one box is always false. Beautiful. Okay, what do you guys say? You are in the parlor. I am in the parlor. This box is empty. The blue box is true. Okay, so I am in the parlor is a true statement. Therefore, the blue box is true is a true statement. Therefore, this box is empty is a false statement. I'm so good. Sick. And then I want to head back through here because I want like an orchard or something. Something that grows fruits or flowers here. Ah! We biffed it. We biffed it. If I don't do chapel, I'm down to 1 northern route, so it is going to have to be the chapel. Which is truly tragic. Where's our gardening saint? She's... I think this one. Can't do anything, though. We had a whole thing about her. But I can't interact with anything in this room. We still have the like icon over a window, and I'm very suspicious of that. We still have chess pieces, but can't do much with that. We're now past the good section, so to speak, but I want like a dead end here. The garage has 3 keys and is a dead end. Yeah, beautiful. That's what I want. You're actually a new room. I haven't seen you before. The garage! Entering or exiting out through the west-facing private drive, the garage serves as a more practical and informal entrance point to the estate. Ah, so I'd be willing to bet this only spawns on the west side. Because it says west-facing private drive, you can probably only get in and out here. And I'd be willing to bet this might also be a way to get out of the building. Oh, son of a bitch. Christoph, I can't read cursive. This is a problem. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you have been driving for his lordship, your absence must be accounted for by Mrs. Babbage. Okay. 3rd time is underlined, so maybe the 3rd time I find the garage, I will be able to do something with it. God, these things look like they should be openable. There should be a bunch of keys. Yes. Oh. Hey, I was so right. Look how cool I am. I'm so proud of myself for that. I was like, this is gonna be how we get out the west side. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm just good at this game. Look at it, Swan Song. Okay, so Swan Song is clearly an important thing, because this is the 2nd unique place it has shown up. So anything else I can grab while I'm here? I don't know what all the items in the game look like yet. So there could very easily, like, can of gasoline, probably not an item in this game, but I don't actually know that for sure. I think we found everything. Yes, we go out. Now we're on the west path on the grounds. And this shows... I climb the ladder. Yeah, not a chance. But we can see some stuff. But yeah, this will get us to that gate. And maybe I can go open it? What is over here? This is the drive, which I assume, like the other drive, this door will not open. Yeah, this is the end of the map. But there's got to be some reason why this accesses. Maybe this can be a consistent thing? Because this is still considered the west path. We're still... Oh, this is quaint as fuck. I mean, as heck, this is a family-friendly video. It's not. I am not. This is all still west path. Very interesting. Now I should... I'm checking to see if I can grab any of those. Nope, but I should be able to unlock this from this side. Hey, I bet that stays open permanently now. The west gate has been permanently unlocked. Fuck yeah. Alright, so there must be a reason why you can get out here. Otherwise, what was the point of that? This game, from everything I've seen and everything I've heard, nothing in this game is accidental. This is still the west path. There's too many of these bird baths. There's gonna be something I can do with them. I guess it leads to this door. What? Root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain dig spots today. Hovel. Special floor plans now cost additional feet instead of gems. Or the tool shed with special items. I want special items. Oh shit, so we can come out here and like modify. That's what we have, the west gate path. There's 2 more additions. Tool shed, a simple shed with a variety of tools used by the groundskeeper in the course of their duties. Ha! So I can pop out here, spend a couple extra feet, maybe even like 1 or 2, and get some bonuses. What's in here? Can I reach things from outside? No. A wrench? You found an adjustable gear wrench. Each time you draft a mechanical floor plan, you may permanently adjust its rarity? What? Son of a bitch, I drafted the 2 I care about. No, I want utility, because I can make utility super common, I can make security super common, so I always have access to those. God damn. And there's a shovel. An old weathered shovel. Looks like useful for digging. I don't think I've seen a dig spot. There's a lot of the stuff in today's journey is not gonna matter very much for today. We get more footsteps and a bonus room at the start. But that's so funny. Okay, I wonder if you can get into the garage from outside. Like, you can just start partway in. Because the garage is also a dead end, and so, like, it's not the most effective. Do I just go back through the entrance hall? I still have no money, so the chapel feels pretty safe. I'm not too worried about having to pay a donation. Passageway is interesting. Hallway, pantry. I could just call this a dead end, but I can't afford the passageway. So the hallway doesn't do a lot for me. I think we just take the pantry, we eat the -1 coin, and we go out through the entrance hall, and we kind of hope and pray. The hallway won't actually do something helpful for me. And I was like, there's probably a food item. Yeah, 3 feet. Same order. And then nothing else in here. I wonder if the sledgehammer lets me go through those. Don't swear again. Who knows? I have to pay my 1 coin to get through here, but now I can go back to security. And I don't think anything I have has spread items, but I'm curious. There is a gem somewhere. Ooh. Okay, so I definitely missed a gem. So note to self, check garage and pantry better. I don't think it's worth the feet and the gold cost to go wandering around in there. But I can head back to the entrance hall now. It doesn't really matter which path I take. They're both the same number of feet. And then here's where I have to start being a little bit careful about what I draft, because that's death. You are the only thing that is not death. So we go into the observatory. And if I don't even have to remember, I can just read the book. +1 gold. 2 trunks? I want the twins. Hold up. I think they might be locked, but I have keys. A pair of chests have been added to the entrance hall. Well, we're right by the entrance hall, so... Hello? Trunk is locked. Yeah, I got 4 keys. It's just a new key? No, the silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Okay. So I can force spawn, like a big room? That's deeply interesting. Okay. Oh my god. That was pretty good. And then I should check the room because I'm now worried I'm like missing gems or whatever. No, okay, we're good. Okay, so I have no steps, but I could find some bedroom shenanigans pretty soon here. If I do the hallway, all these stick me in the corner. I want to do the commissary, and then because that will point me more in the direction I want to be going. You've got a machine that I can't use. It's like a magnifying glass, a sledgehammer, a sleeping mask, and running shoes. Okay. None of those I can afford. Commissary is closed. With bath, without that? Yeah, I have no idea what that means yet. That's death, that's death, that's really helpful. We are continuing onwards. I don't know if the flower does anything. That's just a lock. A lock and a clock. I want to go north if I can. Passageway. That's what I want. Beautiful. We haven't actually done the passageway yet. A long, cramped series of unfinished passages used primarily by the servant staff to traverse the estate quickly. Awesome. So I want to see if I can get a dead end off of this. Because a lot of the dead ends have... Ooh, I could take the workshop. No, I want the guest bedroom for the feet. And last time there was items and such in here. So I will poke my head in. You just have the billiard game information. But last time, yeah, like there was like a magnifying glass last time in here, so there's gonna be a stage in this game where I'm like peeking my head through doorways to try and see if the item has spawned, which I think will be very interesting. Are any of these secret blocked? That is a powered, an unpowered security door, which leads to the corner. I want to see what's through here, and you're guaranteed to be unlocked. Furnace, experimental house features. Yeah. Haha. The laboratory. I would like to make it commonplace because these have been useful so far. That's so cool. So I look at the laboratory, it's now commonplace. A fully staffed research facility furnished with all manner of scientific equipment and measurement devices. This home laboratory provides a controlled environment in a remote location, far from prying eyes and traditional safety regulations. Okay, so what can I do in... Ooh. I typically work over at Cinca Lab, but got sent over here for a month to assist more with the new turbine test. I think I need some help. For the past 3 days, I have been unable to find the laboratory on the estate. Today was the first success on that front. Can anyone tell me if this is typical, and if so, how do you get any work done? Before I arrived, I was briefed on the way the doors work, but I must admit I did not expect to be excluded from my new workstation for the first week. Any tips from my fellow technicians would be appreciated. Kimberly Thompson. Okay, yeah. Everyone struggles to find shit. That looks like an equation. Awesome. That's a door. And then heating and cooling curves. H2O melting point at 0.1 ppt to 0.5 ppt. Test 205 at atmospheric pressure, 93 kPa at Mount Holly freezer. Randolph M was the lab technician. Ice melts at 0 degrees Celsius. Awesome. It's room temp at 20 and it completely thaws slightly before. Science. Periodic table of elements. H. Heli Bebknopf. Do I know enough? Do I know enough of my periodic table of elements to know what's missing? I think AU is gold. Yeah, it's over here. I have no idea what the missing elements are. I was not a chem kid. Oh boy, okay. So there seems like there's a few chemistry themed puzzles that I'm gonna have to figure out. A lot of different drawings. That is a molecule. Still more drawings. This shape I've seen over and over again. And actually, this one as well, that molecule. Periodic table of elements. Awesome. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is like a code. This machine requires additional power piped in from the boiler room. What the? No power. Great. Okay, I gotta find the boiler room. That's the computer in the lab. I want to see if there's anything I can interact with. I assume the computer is how we do the thing. Effective immediately, electronic mail can only be accessed via the security terminal. I don't think that's true. I think that one, the red ones, are wrong. Experiment setup. Experimental house features. In the laboratory, you are free to experiment by testing and combining different mechanics to create an original and unique house feature that will last until the end of the day. Okay. Choose a cause from column A and an effect from column B. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, add aquariums to today's draft pools. Each time you find some trash while digging. What the heck? Well, I have digging stuff, so each time I find trash while digging, let's set my dice to 2. You want to create and activate this experimental household feature. Upon approval, the feature will remain active for the rest of the day. Okay. So this seems similar to the other ones where this can give you... This is like a straight buff, that seemed like. Like, you get to pick if you want stuff, and that then gives you a... Okay, if I go for a lot of hallways, I get lots of keys, or things like that. Research logs. No experiments found. That makes sense. I haven't done anything. Log into network. One song. We're gonna have to do the beep boop bop. Ooh. And then if we go to electronic mail, yeah, that says the office. And this says electronic mail only security. So yeah, it does have the wrong notes. Okay, let's see if we can go. I've immediately forgotten what my oh, nice. I was like, please tell me that I'm gonna have something helpful. This would have been a good tile for a garden type thing. Keys for sale, I don't care. We'll take the dark room because that just gets it out of the way and lets me try and search for one more dead end. And I've turned the lights on, so it's not as brutal. Never mind, the lights have gone out. Oh, so whenever you enter, the lights go out and you have to go back to the utility closet to turn them on. But I've already seen the things I need to see in here, so... Oh, right. So if the lights are on, you can see it. That's so cool. That is the spare room, which has never had anything in it ever. So I'm not gonna go poke my head in there because I'm low on feet. Okay, we gotta go find the boiler room now. Well, let's press on north. Special keys, silver key. This will give me a special room. Oh. While drafting, you no longer see all 3 of your potential floor plans. Take the archives, enter the gymnasium, the courtyard. So that's gonna be a unique room, but it guarantees I get lots of doors. I'll take the courtyard. Gives me a few more options. It's not a red room. The fact that your special key can give you a bad room is a little bit frustrating, but also I get it. I can dig. So if I find trash, I get 2 dice. Dig up a few old coins. 2 coins doesn't count as trash? Gross. The shovel, ooh, I was like, shovel doesn't seem great, but if there's more digging spots. You dug up, nothing of interest was buried here. Does that not count as trash either? Okay, so that experiment sucks. 2 coins and nothing, and neither of them count as a thing. We'll keep going north because we don't really have a reason not to. Opportunity to earn and spread. We don't have the ability to do that. Kind of want an extra gem and an extra key. So we'll grab the storeroom. Because just being able to grab our key friend, a little gem. I've somehow gone through all of the gems I got from the twins, which is rough, but c'est la vie. Yeah, we'll come back out, and then I will continue going west. We'll use a key. The pool adds a locker room, sauna, and pump room to today's draft. Meal, and then the rumpus room. The rumpus room gives you cool things and a lot of money, but the commissary is quite far away. But I want to see if I get a different vision this time, because last time I got a big fancy vision. Come on. Checkers, backgammon. Is there a billiard board here? I don't think so. Bum. Record I can't do anything with. Hey, buddy. You gonna give me a different vision this time?
And, as it was foretold, I am awakened at the sound of the
The start's the same.
You find yourself face to face with the great Alzara.
Hey, buddy, it's been a little bit.
And I suspect you wish me to look into your future.
Yeah. Oh, shit. This is new.
The image is becoming clear.
That was like it crashed or something.
I see
Oh.
a darkened cloud of ruin.
Shit.
Familiar to us both. Now decrepit, run down, and in disrepair.
Huh.
I see 8 red envelopes.
So I have 1, I need to get the rest.
Resting upon 8 pedestals.
Huh.
And in these 8 envelopes, I see 8 letters penned by 8 different hands.
They're probably all to Herbert.
8 letters of which you will only ever find and read 7.
Ooh, what?
Just like the art hanging on the walls of these rooms, there is a letter missing. What you have heard here has been foreseen by the great Alzara.
Something's
Until
missing in
the
the
dawn
art.
of the following day, I will have nothing more to say.
What the heck? Okay. What do you mean there's something missing in the art? What the fuck is he on about? Making me nervous. Oh my god, it's the billiard room. check one item and retrieve it on another day at the coat check. Yeah, I want the billiard room. I want to be going north. And I know this. Wait, this is not the. There's the dart puzzle. The billiard room. This smoky back room featuring a pool table and fully stocked bar has served as a retreat on more than one occasion for guests lacking in the social wit required for after-dinner conversation. A rather curious game of darts provided the less competitive players a unique opportunity to ponder over its unusual rules. Okay. Can I touch anything on the table? No, I don't think the billiards are something I can play. You have this, and then here's the dartboard. 12. So this would be +7 to 19? What number am I trying to get to? Either of these seem to be the correct answer now. Can I touch any of the darts? Because I remember blue being addition. And then other colors being different things. So like I assume touching anything else is going to just set us back to that. There's no way you're supposed to just click randomly. Oh my god, what? There is a set of things you're supposed to do. Okay, hold up. So blue is addition. So you have 12 plus 9 is 21. 7 times 3. Nope. 12 plus 9 is 21. How do I know what is the next one? Neither of these. What the heck? It should be 12 plus 9 is 21. What number do you want in darts? Oof, I'll have to go look at that paper again. Okay, where is that paper? That paper is in the nook. How far away is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's too far to go gallivanting off after. Why? Because yellow was addition. Blue was addition, yellow is subtraction. And then we had multiplication and division. So yeah, just clicking on anything, it always comes back to this if I don't do something. And it looks like, for stress testing, the only option that does anything at all that changes this is clicking on the 12 to start. None of the others do anything. And then from there, we get different options. We get 7 and 2 every time. I'm not going to stress test this, like, infinitely. But I am just curious, like, is there one fixed answer? What is it telling me? 6, 12, 10... That's why I don't want to stress test it too much because it takes a while, but I just want to make sure that my theory is correct so far, that there is a single correct answer each time. Yeah, because it's always 12 that changes it, and none of the other ones respond to And yeah, it doesn't. It always goes back to 12 unless I click 9. So my brain says that because it had the blue edition number, it added to 21. And so then I'm like, okay, do I start with one of these? But I can't. And then continuing around the circle doesn't do it either. So there's something I am truly missing. I am going to have to review both the Nook and I think it's the guest bedroom that has more notes about the billiard puzzle, but I think it just says that it exists. Yeah, plus, minus, times. So if you're trying to hit 21, which is my assumption, none of the subtraction options would work for that. 11's another number, so you could do 12 plus 9 minus 10. Yeah, no. At this point, we'll be in the guessing theme way too quickly. So I don't know enough about the standard game of darts to know. And I can't touch anything else. Okay, we'll have to come back to that on another go-through. For now, we're going to keep trying to go north if we can. The workshop will keep us moving up and see if anything in inventory does stuff. I want the cool rooms to show up a lot, and then if I don't like any of them, I will nix them, so to speak. You had... Hey, the compass! This is not an S anymore, this is an A. I suppose I thought a message read. Is of 10 lost, among the bold were spoken soft. Yeah, I still have absolutely no idea what to do with that. Yeah, I don't actually want the dowsing rod, I want to keep the shovel and the compass independently. See if we can keep going north. One major key, one minor key. Yuck, yuck, yuck. Dining room, because we can get one more room north of that, we can come have dinner. I don't think there's anything else in here besides the food. Yeah, nothing else in here looks interactable. I haven't had time to pay attention to the paintings or something because the fortune teller guy talked about paintings being missing. This door is locked. I have keys. Closet, the aquarium. I want to see if I can actually get to the top end. And this I'm going to have to come back in for. Hey, look, dinner is served. Aquarium is every color of room. There's a little bed. We got red. There's little fishies, different colored fishies. Dirt! Found coins! Great. This is the red themed one. Okay. And then with a laundry room depicted here. What that room is. Looks like a grilling space. Okay. I don't need to pop back yet. I can pop back when I have... Well, first I want to see why this is a nautical door. Does it care? No, it does not care. Wonder if you have to get like a secret chamber to get in. I will check an item because that sounds like a fun time. Actually, I should actually read the aquarium. In addition to having a bouquet of colorful fish swimming within them, each tank in the aquarium is also inspired by the decor and colors of the various types of rooms found throughout the estate, including 1 or 2 red herrings. Yeah, so it is every type, which has some useful stuff to it. And then coat check, a cloakroom where guests may leave their coats, bags, or hats in exchange for a claim ticket. This floor plan was usually drafted adjoining the entrance hall during larger social events such as a ball or gala. Type tomorrow. So in here, I assume we still have the same painting over and over. Coat check. Check item, retrieve item. Oh, sends me into this. Check item. Gear wrench, shovel, compass. I want the gear wrench. Cool, and then I can get it back whenever I want it back. Sick. Now I will go... Oh, let's get what is to the east. It's locked? Last key. No keys and no diamonds. The boiler room? No. I mean, I have to see if this connects, right? Like, I know it's not going to, but... Yeah, we just get... the antechamber... Yeah, so I've made it to the antechamber and to rank 9, but unsurprisingly, the wall is wholly and completely sealed. And then, as usual, there's nothing. So Milla's the saint of cleaning. I don't have the magnifying glass, so if there's secrets that I missed in that, I can't grab them. And then everything else, yeah, this room is just a shitty red room. But now, I don't actually have to fail to eat the dinner this time. I can actually come here and munch on dinner served. Today's main course is country stew pie. Boiled chuck stew, layered and then baked to perfection, topped with a mashed potato Parmesan cheese crust. We get plus 20 feet, and we get an additional 10 feet. We have a boiler room in our house. Well, we don't have the ability to get a boiler room, so we're going to have to just take the plus 20. Which, you know, I can't complain too viciously about. Yeah, so we've made it to the end. Oh my god, it's locked. Is that just the end of my run? No, I can technically go here, but it's not gonna... If I can go find a key there, I can maybe progress. But I have to run back into here. And then go across to... Yeah. Okay, yeah, so even with the plethora of keys I acquired, we still ran out. Oh my god. Um, that's it, I think. We can go check security to see if there are any keys lying around, but I think that might be our give up the ghost. I don't think we can continue unless the commissary is selling keys. Magnifying glass, sledgehammer. I will buy the sledgehammer. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. That does not do what I want you to do. I am not going to lie. Because I go check security and make sure there are no keys lying around, but I am not hopeful, as it were. We can check the computer. I know there's like a gem lying around, which I think does matter. There is a key somewhere? Shit. Where could that fucking key be? That's probably in the spare room. I bet I missed it in the spare room. Or maybe it's stuff in the billiard room it's not counting. I don't know. I want to go outside and see if I can use the sledgehammer to... Sledgehammer would have been really nice. It would have saved me 2 keys this run if I had it sooner. But I want to go... We're going to go mosey down outside because there was a door that's all like blocked, and I am deeply curious if there's an alternate use for the sledgehammer. Oh, come on. No. Okay, so I can't get through that one. And I'm assuming that the other stuff down here I will also be unable to get through. Boy, it's so dark down here. Light. This is just... no idea how we get past that. I thought there was another door I could see if... I'm assuming it won't work. Because the items so far are pretty specific in what they do. I could go check the workshop out and see if I can combine the sledgehammer with anything. Is it close enough? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think I can get to the workshop and try upgrading the sledgehammer. If I mosey on over there quickly. Up in the left. Why can't the sledgehammer knock locks off of doors? It'd be so much better. And I could, use it. And that billiard puzzle is gonna haunt me. Okay, can I combine either view? No. If I combine you two? No. I can combine these two into the dowsing rod. Okay. We're going to have to call it a day. Goodbye, goodbye. Thanks for joining me in the bar. I'm Willow, and if you enjoyed having me as your guide, leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more blueprints and many other journeys to come.